Noon. Today is May 19th, 2026. It's Tuesday. For everyone to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Minutes. I don't think we have any minutes at all.
There's no interest.
Thank you, Ginger. Really appreciate you stepping in. Reports, the only report we had today was from the treasurer. If you would show that to reflect such that she was here and gave us a report on what the treasurer amount was. And I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna ask you, Commissioner Kirk, is this what it would be?
Yeah, that's the total
And then the minus of,
yeah, that's the bank accounts and
so
she's around $600 over right now. She's trying to find.
so I got it, 27.
Took me a minute to figure that out.
27,956,000 and 934.81. I'm not used to reading those big numbers.
That's not what your checking account looks like.
Maybe $27.95.
Move the decimal back a few.
Yeah,
zeros.
just a few. I got a bunch of zeros. But yeah, I know zeros.
You can write whatever you want.
That's true.
I'll just use a different color. Good number. Okay. Then I guess so going right into reports. Anything, you don't have anything here, do you?
About calendar reviews.
Did I miss it? Or I got minutes,
Correspondence?
reports, correspondence, yeah.
No
Excuse
correspondence.
me. Nothing there, right?
I have nothing.
Okay, well, I got one right now. We're concerned about the roadway. I'll get a hold of Bear in regards to that, so that'll get taken care of up there on Cedar Hills Road. That's for magnesium chloride and all that good stuff. So that's all I got. That's what I was on the phone. Okay, calendar review. Commissioner, do you mind doing your own, since I know Ginger probably doesn't have all that stuff, or do you, Ginger?
I tried.
If not, we can sure do it.
Wednesday, nothing. Wednesday, May 20th. May 21st, Thursday, mental health local advisory, 12.
I have period for on these in the morning from 9 till probably 11:30 to 12.
And survey review at 1:30. May 22nd, first Friday. Anything else? Friday,
Nothing else Friday.
and I don't have anything on Monday. It's a
Holiday.
holiday. Oh.
Holiday.
Well,
I got a bunch of stuff.
Tuesday will probably have a meeting.
I've got MSU Extension Leadership Program Planning Meeting tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at Borden's. Then at jail. Board meeting at 1 o'clock tomorrow after. There's a Clancy Water Sewer special meeting on Thursday night that they're just gonna award the contract to drill the wells in there. I thought to go to that, but they're just gonna be on that. That one's at 6:30 at the schoolhouse. That's all I have.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Tonight, I've got at 5 o'clock the DUI task force meeting. And right after that, at 6:30, I got a Parks Trail Recreation Commission meeting here. Tomorrow or Thursday night, 6 p.m., I got a library board meeting in Boulder. And that's it.
I forgot the health board meeting tonight at 5:32.
Oh, yeah, you did that. I see. Yes. I'm in situation. Okay. Commission reports, Commissioner Stewart.
Let's see, I didn't have a whole lot. I had a planning meeting on Wednesday. We've heard from the planner, we're do the board of adjustments review. Talked about subdivision regulations and the FEMA map on the floodplain. Had a conditional use permit discussion, and we talked a little bit about data centers. That was about it for the house. Had survey review on Thursday. We did a boundary location and something from your office, Sylvania, but I don't remember what it was.
Final plat, just
There you
get the
go.
final plat.
I couldn't think of it and I couldn't find it anymore. It was my Friday. I spent most of my day talking to people about R&Ds and RSIGs and trying to find some of those or trying to tell them what it would be. I'll talk to you about one of those later. Just because of the phone call that I have. That's not it. Mr. Kirsch.
All right, last week I had Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group. That was, what's that, Thursday morning. Let's see, they have steady stream of applications coming in and they're just kind of putting those away until they get some money. Getting home assessments done. Let's see.
Do they have any money right now for you?
They have money for certain places. I think the South Hills of in Jefferson County, I guess it'd be our North Hills up there. I think they have a lot of money. Lewis and Clark, I don't think they have any money, but yeah, they're struggling with funding. Hopefully they'll get some grant applications approved and get going again. Let's see. NRCS has got, they're working on education events for kids. They've got a possibility of filling the position that they've had vacant down there in Whitehall. There's a possibility of, was that Fitzgerald that used to have the NRCS down there. I think she retired and they haven't filled that since. So yeah, so they've got like 3 positions open. If they don't fill both the positions that aren't in Whitehall, they'll probably fill the one in Whitehall. So that would be nice to have that one back if possible. Northwest Energy Conference next week, or that would be this week now, I guess. I think Doug's going to that. I think that starts tomorrow. I'm not sure. It was kind of, I haven't seen anything really official on that. City of Helena reported the budget is tight. Fire department is losing 3 positions. They're working on building a new station complete next year. And at the same time, they're working on how to staff it. Since they're losing positions and they're opening a new station, they're gonna be stretched pretty
Where's
thin
that
in Helena. Oh, yeah. And then the chief there announced he's retiring. He didn't say when, but looked like the Helena chief is retiring, so there'll be a little turnover there. They were talking about some of the subdivisions not being able to burn for their mitigation work, so they're trying to figure out some alternatives, whether they haul it, rent air burners, or do something to get rid of that waste without having to burn in those subdivisions that don't want burning. So that's kind of an ongoing conversation there. I think that was about it for that meeting. We got a report from Bear this morning. Do you want to go over that? You want me to?
I don't even have.
Okay. Pretty much a lot of grading going on now and for a couple weeks until it starts to dry out. They're going to be working on removing some downed and hazardous trees on Cataract Creek Road between Big Limber and Saturday Night Hill. That's tomorrow, no, Thursday this week, he said. A little bit going on up South Hills and Martinez. The owner up there, that new owner of the corner of Martinez Gulch, is that right?
Martinez Gulch in South Hills.
Met with those folks up there about the fence in the right of way. And some about Holmes Gulch, he was up there, about the road up there. That's just an ongoing issue of Holmes Gulch.
And that's where he had the speed sign this time too, I think. I don't know if it's up there or down below. But the
Yeah, I
speed
don't-
sign is up there.
Somewhere, yeah. This Thursday will be Buck Heron's last day with the Boulder Road Crew. I didn't realize he was moving on. He's got another opportunity, so looks like he's gonna be looking for another road person here in the next few weeks. So Leon will be filling in the meantime. And he's got the speed reports connected to this. I didn't bring them, but Quartz Avenue in Basin, Upper Holmes Gulch, traffic speed, citizen requests, and work order report. So that was his report for this week. Already mentioned Terry. We had a salary compensation board meeting this morning as well. And we agreed on the rate of inflation to give us a COLA this year, which is just right around 3%. So I think that's all I have to report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, only thing I got is last Tuesday, the Watershed Council had a public meeting with the folks within the whole county. And they explained what's going on the Boulder River as opposed to the Jefferson River. And how it all came to be that now folks that are with the Boulder River and the Jefferson River now become as one is for the watershed council. So we are now able to get some grants all the way up through base, and I think all the way up towards Belize next, and all the way down through the Twin Rivers. So that's looking pretty good there. And the other thing is the town hall meeting last night, Whitehall. They finally approved to have a planning grant application for the growth policy update, so they agreed to have $10,000 to match for a $30,000 grant. So that's just the start of things for their growth policy. It goes behind, but move forward, looks like. Other than that, that's all I've got. So for what it's worth, then now's the time for public comment, for anyone wishing to say anything. Please identify yourself prior to, and then please feel free to say what you have to say. There's no one that has public comment.
I'll say, yeah, primary election ballots have been mailed out. Please get them back by June 2nd at 8 p.m. We're at a 16.5% return right now for absentees that have been mailed out. So we mailed out 6,666 absentees have been issued. We've got 16.5% return, and
That's pathetic.
there's still 2 weeks, so I'll be able to vote and only mail back one party ballot. A lot of the ballots are coming back and the envelopes feel a little thicker than they should. So those votes cannot be counted if they have voted on more than one party ballot. They returned it. So share that information.
So I have a question in that regard. Ginger. We have 3 people running for sheriff.
I was wondering that too.
All 3 of them are going on the general ballot, general
Yes.
election ballot.
Yes. So in order to require them to be on the primary, there have to be at least 4 people in the race. And we walked in a little late, but we were discussing the costs of programming and all of those things. And to not have the county races on there reduces cost on the primary ballot. So we will eventually pay those costs, but it'll be in next fiscal year where we're not paying for 3 party ballots, we're just paying for 1.
And she sent a letter out to the commission asking if we wanted to put the county.
I just thought, I hope, it's like, try not to get into the weeds with election stuff. I thought it was like the top 2 went on final. That's only if there's 4.
Yeah, there's a whole kind of flow chart that helps determine if it is required. I mean, there's a flow chart out there because if you read the statute on it, you can imagine. So,
Yeah, it's probably mine.
yes.
Some guy like me wrote it.
Thanks, Ginger. Any other comments? Holly? Okay, we're gonna go right into the resolution. Resolution 1026, amending resolution 43-2017 to increase the number of commissioners on the Jefferson County Board of Parks. Oh, that's one of the- that's the one. Okay, I'll just take it. And then Parks, Trails, and Recreation, and to provide clarification on the report. Okay, what this is resolution amending to increase the number of park commissioners on the Jefferson County Board of Parks, Trails, and Recreation, and to provide clarification. Basically, short and sweet, all of this is the only thing that would be different, instead of having 7, there would be 9 members total.
Up to.
Or up to, thank you for pointing that out, Counselor. And then also as for the quorum, before it was 4, and now it's the minimum amount that to have that quorum. That's the only
It would be a majority of the number of board members that are serving at any one time. This is, I mean, the commission is well aware. This thing goes up and down, up and down. Sometimes you have more people than you have positions for, you want to be on it, you don't have enough, right? So it makes operation a little easier, and then, it opens up for a few more members, maybe get some representation from different parts of the
Absolutely right.
And the reason this is coming up now is we do have another person that's interested. We just filled our board and as soon as it was full, he came forward, so, we do have at least one more person.
This is a testament of how well the board is doing to have that many members and then want more, people want to be in there.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. You guys are doing a good job with that board.
People like the recreation space.
Now, that being said, I would entertain a motion on resolution number 10-2026.
I'll move to approve resolution 10/2026, Mr. Chairman.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any other discussion? Not all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
So next week, we'll be bringing the bylaws forward to you guys because we need to amend those to match this resolution. Once the board gets done with those tonight, I'll get those copies over to you.
Okay, discuss and decide on signing letter of support for the Forest Service Haystack Mountain acquisition and other desired land acquisitions. I've got to put this. Unless, okay. Yeah, quite a lot. Now, correct me, commissioners, if I'm mistaken, but this is land that was actually owned, and it was privately owned. These folks want to give it up or get rid of it, so they offered us the Forest Service, and the Forest Service met with us and came before us. And pretty much, correct me if I'm wrong, but they pretty much agreed to that land, whereas I don't know if we have any choice in the matter, they just want our.
So they needed your blessing
Yeah,
because they have to move it forward, through the federal system. And so they need approval for their funding they're getting for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we had a presentation by the Forest Service a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And we decided to put it on the agenda to give people a disclosure on this and what we were supporting. So I haven't personally heard of anybody in my area about plus or minus on this. And so I'm one of those guys that unless it's something that's developable, that we want development in that area, or it would do well in that area, like this wouldn't, it's like up in the mountains, it would.
I don't think there's even no access to it,
Yeah,
most of it.
not without buying access to it, so it's a good thing just for the forest to absorb and make it public land, and then everybody can enjoy it. We don't have, a bunch of subdivision up in the sticks where we don't really want.
We already called and complained about the roads.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically that. There's some verbiage in that about that, so this is just part of the process that we give him a letter of support, and I think he's got to get one for the governor as well. There's a couple other properties in there that they can move forward without our support, but we decided to go ahead and put that in this letter that we support their land acquisition in a couple other places in the county. Just
Because it's
small.
coming out of last year's money. It was
Last
already
year's
money.
approved. This year's money, they have to get another support from us. But that's the only one coming out of this year's money.
So yeah, should be a good thing. And like I said, I wanted to put it on the agenda so anybody that had issues or problems or questions could come to us beforehand, and I didn't get it. So I'd move to approve the support, to sign the support letter for the Forest Service Haystack Mountain acquisition and other desired land acquisitions within the county, Mr. Chairman.
Second? Second. Any other discussion, Dylan? Okay, if not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Man, I'll find a little print. Discuss and decide on sending a letter to Montana's congressional delegation regarding permitting reform. I'm gonna be honest, Commissioner Person, she was here explaining that. You want to go a little more in depth on it?
Yeah, it's very vague, I guess. It's just, I think it's just a bump to try to get the delegation to consider a little harder about the, like the electrical grid and some of the, permitting stuff that's slowing development down for, I mean, our electrical grid is so old and, needs work, needs expanded for what we've got, that I think she's just trying to get the process.
It's tied up in the permitting process, is my understanding.
Right.
They're trying to eliminate some of the trying to shorten the process.
Probably try to be regulatory. Or
Yeah. It's the permitting, the government permitting that slows them way down. I don't know. She's part of a group. I don't remember if it says on here where she's from. This is going to our representatives, yeah. I can't remember what group she's from, but mostly just trying to get rid of that red tape to allow some of these, Northwest Energy probably in our case, to be able to expand and improve their lines without so much red tape essentially.
Yep, electricity.
So,
Do either one of you want me to read it? Are we good? Okay, so it's a motion.
I move it, Carolyn, that we sign a letter of Montana's personal delegation regarding approving this one.
Second, any other discussion? Not all those in favor?
aye.
Motion carried. Okay, I don't have anything else. Do you, commissioners?
I have nothing.
No, okay, otherwise we will be adjourned.
All right. Any commissioners?
Have a good one, everybody.
Thanks, Luke. Thanks for being here.
Just like.